We got some serious mojo coming our way. We're trying to descend as quick as we can because there's no shelter up here. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. What the heck?
All right, 6:15 in the morning on Sunday, July 18th, 2020. Had a good night's sleep in the truck.
We're getting ready to don our packs and hit the trail for the first day. Should be fun. All right, the truck's all packed up from last night. Thanks again to Miles and Mandy for spending the evening with us and having a good time around the fire and bringing us up here. Hopefully, we'll have somebody pick us up on the other end. Only problem is we don't know when we're going to finish because we're taking a more leisurely route this time. All right, we're ready for Kristy's big adventure. Highline Trail.
Yep.
We're going to take a little more time this time and fish some lakes along the way and do some relaxing. So, should be a fun 80 miles, I hope. All right. So the trailhead is just right over here. There's the sign, and we're going to head off into the wilderness. And we're off. It is 7:26 a.m. in the morning. It's about 44 degrees. We should shoot for a finish date of 7/26. July 26? Sure.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, that's the plan. Oh, and our starting altitude is 10,550. We should be able to go over one pass today that's over 12,000 feet. Total miles today, I'm going to shoot for 8 to 12, depending on how we feel with this thinner mountain air up here. We'll see how it goes. There's some deer right there. Hello, little girl. That's cool. All right, there's a first glimpse of kind of where we're going. We're going to go up over there. The map on the trail shows us going clear around this meadow and all the way back around to get to there. I think we'll go this way. There's a deer right there too. Right there. We'll head up that way. Cross the stream. Here we go, first stream crossing.
That's so heavy.
You got this. As the mosquitoes are eating me alive standing here. All right, so we thought for fun for this trip, because I got a 50th birthday coming up next Friday. Thought it'd be fun to see 50 bodies of water, try to catch 50 fish, and over 50 miles. I gotta put the phone away while we get through this. Alright, I just want to mention, taking one for the team. I'm getting the morning cobwebs across the trail. Look at that cute little bird. Maybe I can get a picture. And I'll try to give trail updates along the way. So we're barely over a mile in. Elevation gain has so far been 200 feet. We're at an elevation 10,750. That'll change. But for now, it's not too bad. We're doing good. We just opened out of the forest into a meadow here. There's rock cairns there to mark the way. There's another one out there. It's a pretty meadow. Yeah. Pretty, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Got these little wildflowers are popping. There's not a lot of them, but they sure are pretty. These little bluebell flowers are so pretty. Hey! So there's our third body of water out of the 50. We're ever getting closer to the goal, and just like last year, same spot.
Really?
There's a moose and a calf in the water. How cool is that?
Oh, wow.
The trail goes right by the lake, so we'll get a close-up shot here in just a second.
A little scary.
All right, so the trail takes us right past that lake and the moose down there. Hopefully, we can get some good shots and stay out of harm's way. Oh, they're still there. Yeah, mama and baby. So cool. Oh, wow. That is so cool. They're watching us, though. But they don't really care about us too much. Just eat your food, sonny. They're just those biped people things. Mile 2 on the trail brings mama moose, baby moose, no elevation gain. So relatively flat for that second mile. All right, we're getting a glimpse of our first pass of the day. If I remember right, it's where that snow slivers to nothing right there. And last year, that was the money shot. So beautiful. It was such a beautiful shot. I had the picture blown up to poster size so I could put it on my wall in the office because it was so awesome. All right, here we go. Body of water number 4. I'm counting streams and sizable ponds or lakes. But that's 4 of 50 and almost 3 miles in, so we might make it. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay. I don't need to go in the drink just yet. Yeah, last year the water was flowing high right here. This year it's quite low. Yeah, so when you hike this trail, if you hike this trail, make sure you take a GPS with you, because there's parts of this trail that just kind of disappears. You gotta look for rock cairns, because sometimes the trail just kind of disappears and you're wandering through the woods going, I don't know which way to go. And I call that a cairn. Holy crap. That thing is huge. I don't think you could miss that one. All right, mile 3. We've only gained about 50-foot elevation gain. And we had some ups and downs, but total actual elevation, we're at 10,800 feet. All right, another river crossing. We'll call this water number 5. Mambo number 5. Dun, dun, dun. Remember that song from back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get out our cooling towels and dunk them in this water source and cool us down a little bit. Oh yeah. All right, we're at 4 miles in roughly. It's really taken a significant incline. We've gained 300 feet in the last 3/4 of a mile or so. Our current elevation is 11,100 feet. So, oh, air's getting thinner. We're getting a little more winded as we climb these hills, but we're doing all right. Yeah, we're making this descent. I'm like, don't forget to check out the views. We're almost completely above the tree line here. Pretty amazing. There's a little lake tucked down in there. Right there. Call that lake number 6.
Which one?
Of 50.
Down there?
And like those afternoon thunderheads are coming in a little early, because it's only a little after 10. I want to make that pass before we get into some trouble. Alright, so we had to stop for a minute. Kristy's having a little bit of altitude bugging her a little bit. It's making her feel nauseous, short of breath. We'll rest here for a second and see if it subsides. You know, I just checked the GPS. We're 11,333 feet. The summit's just there behind us, so if we can get over that thing down the other side, we'll be a lot better. Alright, we had to give a pick-me-up to Kristy with this oxygen boost. Seems to be helping, so if we can just get over this summit and get back down to a lower altitude, I think should be alright. And looky there. Lake 7, or body of water is 7 out of 50. That's just in the first day. That's not too bad. Looks like I found lakes 8 and 9. Pretty awesome. Nice views down that drainage. And then we're coming out of this drainage over here. Trailhead start was right down about there somewhere in that meadow. And now Kristy's got her legs under her for a minute. Altitude sickness is starting to subside a little bit. This thunderhead's coming over the hill though. We're starting to get a light rain on us right now. Hopefully we can get over that before it gets any worse. Right now it's not too bad. You know, worst case scenario, if we have to hunker down under a tarp for a bit, we will. We'll make it work. Alright, we're just over 5 miles in. We are at 11,550. We now have sight of the pass. So, right above Kristy's head, right where that snow sliver disappears, that is the pass. I think they call it North Pole Pass, if I remember right. We're just praying that the rain will hold out, altitude sickness will hold off, and we can get over this thing. But the temperature's great. I'll bet it's only 55 degrees. It's perfect hiking weather. It's awesome. These wildflowers, so pretty. That cloud, not so pretty. So we are 6 miles in. We're at 11,700 feet. And we're making our final push up these switchbacks to the first pass. And that little stream crossing there is water feature number 9 of 50. Lovely sight on the trail. Look at those flowers. Well, looks like we're having a little light snow or hail. A little bit of rain mix. Super windy. I don't know. See how it goes. We'll have to hunker down for a minute. Well, we went through all the trouble to get this tarp out because it was coming down. And guess what?
It stopped.
It stopped.
Well, stopping.
It is stopping.
Slowly.
We're almost to the summit, but golly. Hate to
Oh,
get...
it's so cold. The hail.
Yeah, we were getting pelted pretty good with the hail. Oh, yellow wildflowers, so pretty. All right, first pass, done and done. Woo! All right, high five time. Woohoo! Been on the trail 5 hours with stops. We've had plenty because altitude, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna beat it. All right, milestone 1. First pass of about 7 miles in, a little bit more. And we've gone, elevation is 12,250. That's what we're looking at down in the valley over there. All right, we're starting to get some views down into the valley where we're going to make camp. So cool. Heck yeah. That doesn't suck at all. It kind of gives it a cool, different look with the clouds and the thunderheads rolling through. That's pretty cool. As long as they don't give us a much needed shower. How was your first pass? Altitude sickness.
Rough.
It was rough.
If you never had altitude sickness, you have no idea.
Yeah.
It starts off with dizziness and then extreme exhaustion,
Nausea.
nausea, diarrhea.
You name it.
It just.
Your body's saying,
I just had to power through it because
we have to get over this thing.
option.
We're on this exposed hill with thunderheads blowing over. We had to power through it, but
If you've never had it, consider yourself lucky. If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
well, we're gonna get some calories and get down to some better altitude. And look at this view.
Amazing.
So amazing. And just to think, we're gonna hike right on down through the bottom of that and right on up into that next basin and over the next ridge. That's crazy. We got some serious mojo coming our way. We're trying to descend as quick as we can because there's no shelter up here. So down we go. We had to stop our lunch short, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. What the heck? The wind is getting less as we go down. Holy crap, I thought we were gonna get blown off the mountain up there. Dang. All right, we got down out of the wind a little bit. The rain's starting to let up a little bit. So I'm gonna call that Lake 10. Oh, there's one tucked in there. 11, 12, and 13 out of 50. And we're gonna go down there and visit them. Set up camp between them. Do some fishing. Nope. And we're gonna be going down this this switchback. Goes up, comes back, goes back and forth until we get down to where they are. Awesome. 55 more of these little zigzags. We might just reach the bottom. All right. We just met this couple from Iowa, a couple of school teachers. They're hiking the Highline Trail from west to east. They're only our third people we've seen on the trail since starting, so we pretty much have the mountain to ourselves. Pretty neat. At the same time last year, because of our heavy snow year we had, there were waterfalls here, there, up there, and another one right there where Kristy is. That was last year. They're bone dry this year. All right, trail update. About 9 miles in. We just descended off that big old thing back there, wherever it is over there. Anyway, current elevation is 11,250, so that means we dropped 1,000 feet in a short amount of time. We've been experiencing some blustery weather with a tad bit of rain and hail and snow a little bit here and there, but yeah, Anyway, we're moving right along. Kristy feels a lot better. We're down in elevation a little bit. She's got some calories in her. We're doing good. Water crossing number 14. 14 of 50. Yeah. All right, it's starting to rain. We found a spot that looks like it's pretty flat right there for a camp. I'm gonna hurry and get the tent up. Had to set up the tent underneath the tarp to keep everything dry. There's a water source down through the trees there at Brook Lake. So we're gonna call home for the night. We stopped early because just storm after storm after storm keeps coming through, so we don't want to hike in the rain anymore. All right, the rain has stopped finally, and the sun come out a little bit. Still cloudy, but looks like I got a little bit of time, so I'm going to walk down this hill from camp here and fish this lake. I think it's called Brook Lake. All right, here's Brook Lake, and that's what's coming my way. Hopefully I can get a little fishing in before it starts raining. It's a pretty lake. It's just kind of tucked in over here, away from the trail, so I don't think too many people fish it. All right, got one finally. Finally. Now you just bring it in. That'll be awesome. Come on, buddy. Show me some love. Give me one of my 50 fish. Oh yeah. Look at that dandy. Heck yeah. Yeah. That's what we're talking about right there. Nice. Fish one of 50. Not about the same as the other one. Yeah. Yeah. Nice brook trout. All right. So I fished for an hour, but I did end up landing 2, and oh my goodness, there's a deer running through the field over there. So yeah, I was able to get 2 of the 50 fish, so that's pretty cool. They were pretty nice ones too. And I made it back to the tent just in the nick of time. Wonder how long this one will last. This is terrible.
No. Please tell me it gets better.
We might be cooking in the vestibule tonight.
Indeed we are.
Because it's dinner time. Cool. Got our little leave no trace fire there that'll be easy to hide when we're done. Coke Zero. Well, we decided to go down to the lake again. Seems how the rain passed and the sun came out. That's where we're headed down there. Yeah, sunshine. Got another one. It's like number 3.
Where is it?
Oh yeah, dragon. Pretty good size one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, a mosquito flew in my eye.
We'll call that 3 of 50.
3 of 50.
Yeah. Sweet.
Very nice, very nice.
Bigger. Number 4. Nice brook trout.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, time to do a trail recap of what we did today.
So we started out at the trailhead here, and we took this trail up, and we touched the corner of Chepeta Lake, and then we worked our way to here, and then right here, at that lake right there, we saw the mama moose and the baby moose. It was really super awesome. And we just moseyed on our way, and then just as we started to get out of this tree line right here, Kristy started to have a little bit of altitude issue. So we took a lot of breaks right through here. Gave her some oxygen and food and calories and water, a little bit of my monster. Anyway, we got her up and going again. And then we worked our way down in here. She started having some more issues again, just right as we started the climb here. This altitude is nothing to mess around with. So we did some more breaks and stuff here. And just as we were going up this side, we had a big thunderhead come over and pound us hard right there. And we hunkered under some rocks at the tarp. And we made it through. And we saw a guy, some older guy, all by himself. He came down off the top. He hiked right through that storm. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, we saw him right here. We talked to him for just briefly. And then we carried on, and we were really having a rough time with weather and altitude sickness. And right here at the summit, North Pole Pass, we had lunch, and then another thunderhead started coming in. We're like, oh crap, we gotta get out of here quick. So then we started hustling down this side, and we saw another couple from Iowa, school teachers. Talked to them for a minute. They were doing the Highline Trail west to east, and they were going all the way out to the highway. They weren't going to stop at Chepeta. They were going to continue on. Anyway, so then we started feeling better after lunch and got down, and the weather was just starting to get ugly again. So we ducked into the trees right here, made camp. And the GPS said 9.9 miles. So that's where we have our camp tonight. We'll see what brings tomorrow. Uh-oh. There's an ash that popped on there.
Alright. Time for the what? The minute on the mountain.
It's time for our rose, our bud, and our thorn for the day.
Awesome. Alright, you first.
Me first, okay. So I have 2 roses. My first rose is Steve, because he...
Thank you.
So... Oh, the smoke.
Smoke? You need to... Here, trade me spot. I like smoke. She likes me because I take the smoke for her.
Because he was so patient and kind with me today. I was so sick. And, asking me, like, how can we lighten your load? What can I carry? Do you want me to carry your pack? You can drop it and I'll come back and get it. I mean, so that's true love right there. So that was one of my roses, and my other rose was seeing that mama moose and the baby moose.
That was really cool.
So that was, you don't see that every day, so that was pretty amazing. And then my thorn was obviously that altitude sickness just hit me hard, and it was bad stuff. I mean, we were stopping every 5 minutes. I just couldn't deal with it. And then at a close second was the weather for my thorn. And then my bud for tomorrow is I'm hoping to get a really, because I'm not still feeling 100%, but I'm hoping that tonight sleeping will help with help me acclimate to the altitude up here, and so that's what I'm looking forward to, having a better hiking experience tomorrow. So that was what my rosebud and thorn was.
All right, my turn, I guess. Well, I gotta ditto you back. I have to say that my rose is right here with me. Because the last time I did this trip, I had to do it alone. I didn't have to. I didn't have to go, but I had her with me this time, and that is awesome.
Even though you had to.
Well, Gotta take the good with the bad. I mean, you know, having a rough time, that's okay. You know, that's what altitude does to people sometimes. So, anyway, I know I'm just thankful that you're here with me, and that's awesome. And I have to ditto the moose too. That was really cool, seeing that mom and baby moose right there, so close in the water. It's so cool. You just don't see that too many places. My thorn had to be the weather. You know, I think it would have been a little more enjoyable not having to deal with the threatening thunderheads that came through seemed like about every half hour since 10 o'clock. And some of them were really bad, some weren't so bad, but a little better weather would have been better for sure. For tomorrow, the bud, we're going to have a pretty leisurely day tomorrow, I think. We don't have any passes to go over, so it's going to be a nice leisurely day through the forest. Anyway, that's the hope. I'd like to see some more waters. You know, I think I got up to 14 waters out of the 50 this trip so far. Hope to see several more tomorrow. I was able to catch 5 of my 50 fish today. So that was awesome. And we're well on our way to getting 50 miles too. So those are my 3 goals for this trip. And I think we might achieve them. We'll see how it goes. Anyway. TTFN. Ta-ta for now. All right. Today's shout out's going to be Dustin with the backpack blazer, sometimes known as the backtrack blazer, if you're letting him lead the way. Anyway, that's totally a joke. Anyway, Dustin's got a good channel. It's a great fly fisherman. He likes to go out and hike the Uintas all over the place. Does a great job. I think you'd like his content. Anyway, check Dustin's channel out. Backpack blazer. Link in the description. Oh, one more thing. I think Dustin's planning on doing this very trail next month, so that'll be fun to see his journey when he does it. It'll be pretty awesome. I hope he brings his fly fishing pole along too, because I'm sure he'd have a blast. Yeah.
Where?
He might even be able to catch a fish out of a stream like that. Oh, got one. Oh yeah.